Time now for your JCTV Daily News Update with the latest in news.
His message to students was one of hope and the best way to handle life's setbacks.
Covering your local weather.
And their chilling effects will be -15, so stay bundled up and don't go anywhere without some kind of a hat.
And the latest in Jimmy athletics.
Ahead to Kelsey, lays it up and in, and he's fouled.
For your JCTV Daily News Update, here's Kallie Merrill.
Good evening, Jamestown, and thank you for tuning in to JCTV. I'm Kallie Merrill and have the latest news for you from the community and our campus. In campus news, the Jamestown College Habitat for Humanity's chapter froze for a reason just yesterday and will continue to be freezing for a reason tomorrow from 4:30 to 6 p.m. outside St. John's Lutheran Church. The group is seeking to raise awareness about homelessness and will be accepting all contributions anyone may give as they prepare to head to Texas over spring break, and while down there, actually aid in constructing a home. So make their day a little warmer by showing some support. In local news, North Dakota's first coal-fired power plant in a quarter century will be set to operate this year at the Spiritwood Industrial Park about a dozen miles east of Jamestown, according to the Associated Press. Great River Energy, based out of Maple Grove, Minnesota, is building the 64-megawatt power plant at the complex and has pegged the project's cost to be over $300 million. Great River Energy said the plant will use advanced technology that is less polluting and more efficient than conventional coal-fired power plants. The completion date for the project is planned to be sometime this coming March. A British psychologist has informally declared that yesterday, January the 25th, is the most depressing day of the year, which makes sense because we're coming off of a holiday, most of us have tests coming up, and most of us haven't kept up with our New Year's resolutions. But have no fear, Tim Hart is here. He is a Jamestown licensed certified social worker at South Central Human Service Center who started offering free counseling services as a service to Jamestown College students last year and has continued throughout this year. Thanks for coming on, Tim.
Thanks for having me.
What would you say, or why do you offer your services free of charge?
Well, because most college students are broke. Yeah, I mean, that's really the reason. We didn't, to go to see a counselor in the community, it sometimes can become somewhat burdensome as far as money, so that's really why it's free. In a nutshell, yeah.
That's awesome. Would you say you've gotten more or less students as the school year has progressed, and why, do you think?
Actually, I started this last year, like you said, but this year I think has become a little bit less because there hasn't been a lot of awareness, which is why I'm kind of here today. Last year there was a Collegian article in the paper, in the Collegian, quite early, and that helped increase awareness of my services. This year I've had a lot of people come back repeating, so they know about it, but a lot of the freshmen may not know that I'm here. So I would say a little bit less, but it's still pretty steady.
All right. How do you build the trust that seems like necessary for students to come to you and open up? How do you bridge that gap?
It depends on the person, but I think that a lot of it is just being comfortable with me, knowing that it's confidential, knowing that it's free, a lot of those things. It's my job as a counselor to make people comfortable, and if they're not, they sure can feel comfortable in telling me they're not comfortable. It's just a rapport building, repetitive type situation that comes pretty easy to me anyway, and hopefully the people I see.
Awesome. Well, it's been a pleasure having you as our guest. Remember, Tim can be found in the library in one of the listening rooms every Sunday from 2 to 6 p.m. If you feel the need to contact him, don't hesitate to email him at heartski1@yahoo.com, or if necessary, simply drop in. For the weather, tonight is going to be a cold one with temperatures around -10 degrees and wind chill of about -30. Wind gusts will be 22 miles per hour. Tomorrow will be yet another breezy day with a high of 4 degrees and winds ranging from 15 to 21 miles per hour. Gusts may be as high as 25 miles per hour, so stay bundled up out there. For sports, after the delays due to the weather, the Jimmies have finally been able to get out and play. The men's and women's basketball teams headed to Mayville State today, and the Jimmy wrestlers traveled to Dickinson, North Dakota for a duel against the Blue Hawks. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow to hear those results. Indoor track season, as you know, is in full swing, and two of our Jimmy runners, Katie Conlon and Annalisa Fouth, have both secured top rankings nationally, so keep an eye on the track team as they continue to improve. In high school basketball, Bismarck remains #1 in the men's Class A poll, while Fargo South leads the women's poll. In Class B men's basketball, the Linton Lions continued their unbeaten streak and grabbed the #1 spot with a 12-0 record. On the women's side, Beach is the #1 team in the state. This concludes our JCTV update. I'm Kallie Merrill, connecting the campus to the community. Have a wonderful evening.